Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to take a few minutes to talk to you about Academic OneFile. This is a database that we are provided for free through the Pennsylvania Power Library. And we do not take enough advantage of this database. It is robust, it's versatile. You can use it in lots of different disciplines, whether you are studying the hard sciences, the social sciences, literature, art. There is something on Academic OneFile that you can find that will probably help you with your research, or at least point you in the right direction. So let's take a couple minutes and talk about what Academic OneFile is, how to use it, and what it can offer us. So Academic OneFile gives us access to more than 100 million articles. These articles come from more than 18,000 peer-reviewed journals, as well as transcripts of segments from major news outlets like NPR and CNN. There are more than 5,000 audio files, more than 143,000 images, and more than 1 million videos. Additionally, Academic OneFile can take any article that you're reading on that database and translate it into 24 different languages that can be read to you, so you can listen to any article. If text is more your thing, Academic OneFile can translate any article you're reading into 40 different languages. So again, this is very robust and very versatile. So let's take a look at what the database looks like. So when you access this through the library's webpage, this will be the home page that you see. Up here at the top, you can sign in with Google or Microsoft, and I highly recommend that you take a couple of minutes and do that because it will give you access to things like bookmarks, as well as a search history, highlights and notes, and also a folder that you can save documents in if you're not ready to print them, or if you don't want to put them on a computer, if you're using a shared computer or you don't have a USB drive. This is a really, really handy tool. So there are a couple of different there are a couple of different search functions on Academic OneDrive, but today I want to pay attention to just a couple of them. And what I want to talk about is first the basic search, which is right here, the advanced search, which is actually all the way up here, and then the subject guide search, the publication search, and down here the topic finder, which is my favorite tool. So I'm actually not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about the basic and advanced searches because I know that most of you have used them many times before and are familiar with them. So what you do on basic searches is you type in a keyword. In this case, I've decided to use cost-benefit analysis, which is an economics term. And when I throw that into the basic search without using any of the modifiers here in the sidebar, what I end up with is almost 30,000 different results. That is a lot of henpecking to go through to find what we want. So you'll see that there are some full text articles, there are some abstracts, and because we haven't given the database any parameters to work with, it's just pulling up everything in its database that matches these terms. So over here on the side, we can narrow down our results by whether or not we want to look in magazines, books, whether we want only full text or peer-reviewed. We can sort by publication date. There's lots of different things that we can do to narrow down and refine our search. Now up here at the top, advanced is basically the same thing as the basic search, but it gives you the opportunity to apply your modifiers before you search. So again, you can put in your term. So I'm looking for cost-benefit analysis, but rather than just searching by keyword, I could search by an abstract. I could search by an author. This is really cool. I can search by a brand name or company name if I want to do research on a specific company or brand. I can search by place. There's lots of different modifiers that I can attach to this keyword that I can use to modify this search that will help me get more refined results. So play around with those, enter some terms, just really spend some time exploring and see if you can see what you can find. So the next two things I want to talk about really quickly are the subject guide search. And again, this is fairly simple. I can remember how to spell the word economics. There we go. So if I wanted to search for economics as a subject and I only wanted full text peer-reviewed documents, I would check those off and hit search. And now what this is going to do is break down all of the subject terms that match economics. So for example, here I have economics and law, I have economics and statistic administration, and over here on the side, I can see how many results the database has found with these matching terms. So this is a little bit more complicated and will require a little bit more perusal, but this is a great tool to use when you are getting a little bit deeper into your research and you are really pushing into your topic. This is a great tool to use. It can really help point you down paths that you may otherwise not have gone down. So next is the publication search. Now again, there are 18,000 plus journals in this database. So you can type in the name of a publication that you're looking for. So if I put in 4D, here are all of the publication terms that come back with 4D in the title. If instead I just want to browse, I can hit list all publications. Now again, like I said, there are 18,000 plus. So this is definitely going to take you some time, but if you know what you're looking for, like if you know, for example, that you absolutely definitely want to look at something about academia, you want to look for something with academics or academia in the title, you would come down here and you can see all of the different publications with that in the title. So again, this is very useful if you want to do some inquiry, explore your topic, very useful. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the topic finder down here. Now this is really a hidden gem. It is so useful, and I recommend that you check it out at the start of your project when you have gotten your topic and you're just starting to collect data. So again, I'm going to put cost benefit analysis into the search bar. I'm going to press enter. And what the topic finder does is it basically cross-references and pulls keywords that it finds that are typically used with the keyword that you gave it. And there's actually an explanation down here that tells you the specifics of how it works if you're interested. But we go from hot down to cold based on how many hits are returned being cross-referenced with the term cost-benefit analysis. So the biggest one here for us is economics. So when we click on this, here is a further breakdown of more terms that are mentioned within this that relate not just to economics, but to cost-benefit analysis. And over here on the side, Academic OneFile tells you exactly where it's found these terms in these results. So if I wanted to read this one, executive summary, I would click on that and it would take me directly to the article. So here is where I can read it. Here's where I can make highlights and notes. Here's where I can send it to Google or OneDrive or save it in my folder. Here's the citation. Again, let me caution you, as I always do, please make your own citations. Do not trust the machine to generate them for you. Always do your research, because just looking at this right now, I can already see more than one error. And here again is the listen button for if you would like this read to you. So this has just been a quick overview of how this database works. The best way to learn about it is to jump right in, to use it, and explore. Throw in some different topics, see what kind of results you get. This is a fantastic database to use when you are exploring a topic, when you're researching a topic, whatever stage of the research process you are in, Academic OneFile can definitely help you out. Thank you all for listening. I will see you in class.